Hello everyone, this is Richard Gerhardt. Welcome to Body of Energy. So this is my fourth session today. So this has been a great day. I'm able to share this tool with many people. So I have sent a message to this person so they know who they are. And I believe they're watching at this time, but the beauty of it is, you know, as on Instagram, anything live can still be viewed for 24 hours. So even if this person isn't able to view right now, they can view it on Instagram for the next 24 hours. And also, I record these sessions and post them on YouTube. And I send the person a link so that they can review and watch it whenever they want and see it as many times as they want. And usually the YouTube video doesn't have the glitches and the refocusing that my phone does sometimes, which is kind of interesting, but hey, so there you go. So once again, this tool was chosen for this person, okay? I like using the energy tools to remove me from the equation. So, if you haven't heard before, I use this tool, drawing sticks, okay? I have 9 toothpicks here with 3 colors on them, 3 toothpicks of each color. And I use this tool, to draw and see which of the 3 tools that I have that I should use on the person. And so this is the tarot tool. And also the answer was to use this deck of cards. So this is the expanded tarot deck with black border, so no color. And this is the deck I'm using for this individual at this time. And so everybody watching will be able to see how this tool works, and the individual will be able to have a personal understanding and impact of how this tool works for them. And so, you know, that's how it goes. And so I shuffle them however many times that's going to be. It really doesn't matter how many times you shuffle them. You could shuffle them once. It doesn't matter how many times I rifle them. It doesn't really matter. These tools pick up the truth of the matter of what's going on with this person. So, like I've said before, it doesn't matter which order I lay them down either. It always picks up what's correct for each individual. Okay? So with this tool, I have a worksheet so that I can read this at 10 different levels. So I'm going to take a moment here and write down all of these cards so that I can remember their position, because as I've said before, reverse cards is about energy coming in, and upright cards is about energy going out. And so I write all that down so that as I'm looking at these other levels, I will know what was going on there. So, that's how this goes. And so this is exciting. Now, once again, I've explained this before. This is our expanded tarot deck. But the pictures have been removed. What was the reason for doing that? Because the focus of the card is the number and its suit. That is the real focus of all of the cards. And the picture on some decks expresses what's going on with that number and that suit, but it's only one of the options often of what's the meaning of that combination. And sometimes, for some people, the picture is what's focused on instead of the number and the suit. And so this makes it crystal clear what this deck focuses on. And so that's the reason that there are no pictures, because these are images. These are pictures. Each symbol has layers of meaning. And all of that comes together on all of the different levels that this tool is read, so that this person can see what's going on in their life, and it allows them to take the next step forward, whatever that may be for the individual. So, here's how this goes. This is the suit of wands, okay? It represents the element of fire, which represents the mind and the principle of wisdom. It's about making a right choice or not a right choice. It's about being wise or unwise, okay? And so this is about the number 3. The number 3 is about being sure. It's about confidence. And so numbers are a language. The number 1 is about being aligned with the right pathway. The number 2 is about being made whole with two things coming together. They're traveling the same direction. Everything that we need to make us whole comes together. They're still separate things, but they appear whole. That's the number 2. It's just like this card. There are 2 sides to this card, yet it is one card. Yet it's 2 separate things, 2 separate meanings. All that comes together. Okay? So when a person's aligned with the right pathway and they're whole, it makes them sure in their life. And then when you read the numbers in reverse, being centered, connected to the voice of truth, sets a person on a solid foundation, which is the number 4, which allows them to be sure in their life. So this is about being sure in the suit of cups, or being sure in the emotions, sure in the principle of peace. So when the emotions are at peace, it allows them to be sure in life. And that's the thing that's going on in the mind. That's the thing that's affecting their ability to make a right choice. And that's the energy or the balance point that's making a change in order for that to happen. So here is the suit of pentacles. Okay? It represents the element of earth. It represents the body and the principle of prosperity. Prosperity in the sense of health, abundance, flourishing, that kind of thing. So when the person is prospering internally, it allows the person to prosper externally. And when those 2 things are happening, it allows them to prosper in an eternal nature. And so that's some of the understanding of the word prosperity. And this is about the number 1 and the suit of swords, okay, which is about truth, which is about the spirit, okay. So this is about being aligned in the spirit, okay, being aligned with truth. Because when the spirit discerns what the truth really is, it aligns them with the right pathway in life. And that's the thing that's having an impact upon their body, their ability to prosper, to flourish in life. And that's what's going on right there in that part. So this is the suit of swords, okay? It's connected to the element of air, which represents the spirit and the principle of truth. It's that part of the person that's trying to discern between truth and air, okay? It's that part of the person that's connected to their conscience. And this is about the number 19. So look at the beauty of the number 19. It is a balanced image when it comes to a Roman numeral. Okay? You have 2 X's, 2 10s on both sides, and a line in the middle. It's a beautiful analogy of the number 19, which represents the entire number line between -9 and +9. Okay? The only point where 2 sets of 9 are connected by a number in the middle. Okay? So the number 19 is about being aligned with an understanding of eternal truth, eternal law, eternal principles. And that alignment with eternal truth comes by understanding in the heart. Okay? So understanding in the heart, or being aligned in the heart with eternal truth, okay, aligns the person in their life with that pathway. Okay, that's what's going on in the spirit. That's what is happening for this person at this time. This is the suit of cups, okay? It represents the element of water, which represents the emotions and the principle of peace, okay? And this is the 11 of the major arcana suit, okay? This is the number 19 of the major arcana suit. In some decks, this would be the sun. This is justice, okay? This is the number 2. This is about having a whole understanding of the world around you. This is about understanding the environment and the people in the world around you, okay? And so the number 11 represents the number 2 so beautifully. It's about the 2 parallel lines. It's about being black and white, seeing things the way that they really are in the world around you, okay? That kind of a concept. So this is about having a whole understanding of the world around you, and that understanding takes place in the heart. Okay, that's what's affecting the emotions for this person at this time. And the heart of the matter, okay, this is the major arcana suit. It represents the element of light, and which represents the heart and the principle of understood, for life is understood in the heart. Okay? And so this is the number 7. The number 7 is about triumphing so that you can be at rest, accomplishing. Triumphing is so that you can be at peace, and accomplishing so you can be at rest, okay? So the number 7 is about triumph, accomplishment. And the suit of swords is about the truth. It's about your spirit. Okay? This is about a triumphing in the truth. Triumphing in your spirit, so that your spirit can be at rest, can be at peace. Those concepts are wrapped up in this card. And that's the heart of the matter. That's the focal point of all of the rest of it. Triumphing in the truth. Triumphing in the spirit. So the connection point between wands and pentacles, between the mind and the body, between wisdom and prosperity, is the page of swords. It's about having the right message, the right song, the right set of instructions for the spirit to discern the truth. So when the spirit discerns the truth, it's about having the right message and song and instructions for life. Okay? That's what's going on between the mind and the body, between wisdom and prosperity. What's going on between the suit of wands and the suit of cups, between the mind and the emotions, between wisdom and peace, is attaining. The number 8 is about attaining what's right. And the suit of wands is about wisdom. It's about the mind. This is about attaining wisdom. This is about attaining a right choice. So when the mind acts on a right choice, puts it there, attains what's right, it allows the person to attain what's right in life. Okay? Between the spirit and the body, between swords and pentacles, between truth and prosperity, is this point right here. This is the King of Swords, right here. So the king is the one that bestows what is needed, what is right, what is missing in the spirit. The truth is being bestowed. Some spiritual gift is being bestowed in order to be able to use the truth or discern the truth in a right way. All of that is connected to a king. The king is the one that bestows. He's the one that has the character and attribute of grace or divine help, of goodness. And that's what's going on between the spirit and the body. It's about having the truth bestowed upon this person's spirit. And between the spirit and the emotions, between swords and cups, between truth and peace, is the number 8 again. It's about attaining what's right in the body, attaining prosperity. Okay? And that's what's going on, because when the body prospers, you can attain what's right in life. And that's the first way to read all of this at this point, okay? So now I take the sum total of all the numbers. So the page of swords is actually over the 9, so that's a 9. There's a 3, there's an 8, there's a 1 and a 7. This is an 11, which makes a 2. Okay? The king is over the number 5, so that is a 5. This is a 19, which makes a 1 and an 8. Okay? So the most important numbers are the 1 and the 8. Okay? So all of this on another level for this person is about the number 1, being aligned with the right pathway and attaining what's right, the number 8. All of this on a different level. If I had said nothing else, all of this is about being aligned with the right pathway and attaining what's right. Okay? So the sum total of all the numbers is the number 8. The number 8 in this position is about the present. This person's energy is on the present. And very specifically, this 8th point, being sure in the principle of peace, being sure in their emotions, so that when their emotions are at peace, they can be sure in their life. And that is the present energy that's focused right now for this person. In terms of energy flowing in and energy flowing out, the upright and reverse positions, this is about allowing more energy in, because this person has too much going out. They feel depleted or drained. And so the change is about allowing more energy in. And very specifically, every one that was reversed is the energy that's flowing in. Right? It's about the right message and song for the spirit, being aligned with truth and in the spirit, triumphing in the spirit, being whole and understanding of the world around you, and attaining what's necessary to prosper. All of that energy is flowing in so that it can meet the energy that's flowing out. Okay? So the most important suit of all of these suits, let me take a look at that. We got swords, we got cups, we got wands, more swords, more major arcana, more swords again. And so the most important suit was the suit of swords. Okay? So what is the suit of swords about? It's about the color yellow, how a person sees or discerns their spirit. It's about the element of air. It's about their spirit and the principle of truth. And it's also connected to the number 2, which is about being whole, and the number 5, which is about being centered. Both of those numbers are connected to this suit and this element. It's about being whole and centered in the spirit and in truth. And that's the most important suit. That's what's going on right here. Okay? So, I take the sum total of all of those points and put it together right here. And on another level, all of this is about attaining truth. So, on these tools, the principles are laid out this way: truth, understanding, and wisdom, peace, and prosperity. And the heart of all of it comes with understanding, which comes from the voice of truth, from the source of truth. Okay? So that's all of the principles that are expressed on these tools. Okay? And so this most important principle for this person is about truth, and it's about attaining that truth, the number 8. Okay? And so I look on this tool, where truth, right? Yellow. And where is the number 8? And I'm looking at it on the negative side of where it is. It's right here. So it's still in this quadrant. So between mind, body, spirit, emotions, and the heart of the person, okay, the focal point of attaining truth is having an impact upon their spirit. And so that becomes the balance point. Okay? So now I'm going to line up all these cards where they go on the tool. And this paints another kind of a picture. It helps see things on a different level. And so here's all these cards where they go. They're over the points where they belong. Okay? So as you can see, this is the most important quadrant for this person. Okay? This is the energy that this person is putting out and that people are feeling from this person, and it's the energy they need to put out. Okay? It's this outside edge. This is what they're putting out, and this is what they need to put out. They need to put out the truth. They need to put out what's going on in their spirit. Okay? So then, as I look at these pathways, what is the most important pathway? Okay? This pathway has a couple. This one has 2. This one has 2. I'm just looking at how these lines come across each other. This one has 2. So it's several different pathways for this person. Alright? So the first pathway is this one right here. It's about the number 8 and the number 9, between the mind and the spirit. It's about attaining what's right and fulfillment and contentment between the mind and the spirit. Okay? And it is also about the 0 and the 1 between the mind and the spirit, between wands and swords, which is about, 0 is about enjoyment and satisfaction, and 1 is about being aligned with the right pathway. And so that's what's going on between the mind and the spirit, between wisdom and truth. Okay? And so the other pathway here, this pathway, is about the number 8 and the 0. Okay? So this card shows up because it's a cusp card. So this is about attaining what's right and enjoyment and satisfaction between the emotions and the body, between peace and prosperity. Okay? So they paint a picture as to what's going on, okay, with a person. Alright? So if I lay these out the way that they're going, take off all the other ones that don't really line up, this is how they go. Okay? This is the story of what's going on with this person. These are the most important parts. Out of all those cards, these are the most important cards. And they paint the story. It's about attaining wisdom. It's about attaining a right choice. Okay? So that they can be aligned with truth. So that they can discern the truth. Or have a new way of seeing things. This new set of instructions, the right set of instructions. To be able to discern the truth. So that they can attain prosperity in their life. So that they can have a whole understanding of the world around them. And that understanding takes place in the heart. And so that's what's going on with this person. And so that's the different levels of using these tools. This is the expanded tarot deck, like I said, with black border, used on the tarot tool. And so once again, if you would like to have this experience for yourself, please get a hold of me. I appreciate the opportunity to share it with people. It's great. So anyway, thank you very much.